We're looking at a law enforcement headset in this episode of Airsoftology Reviews. That's right, you heard me right. This is definitely by and far a law enforcement grade headset. And I wanted to show it to you guys because this is way on the premium end of headsets, but believe it or not, a lot of airsofters are picking this one up. And for me, I just thought it was pretty cool and wanted to share it with you. This is Code Red Headset's tactical bone conducting headset. So first off, if you guys aren't familiar with bone conducting headsets, they are pretty new technology when it comes to headsets and microphones. So the microphone on the front actually is pretty unique. I'll start with it first before we get to the really cool technology. So you get a windscreen on here, of course, that's just for wind or heavy breathing or whatnot, so it doesn't get picked up. But in here at the microphone, you actually have two mics on this boom. One that faces outward to deal with the outside noises and actually cancel those out or help cancel those out, and then one inward facing that deals with your talking. So as you talk, it helps eliminate that ambient noise so your voice comes through to the other party clearer through this boom mic. The speakers, on the other hand, if you see here, there are no speakers. There's these big old blocks here. These are actually transducers. What they do is they sit on your temple and they actually send the sound through vibrations through your bone into your inner ear so you can actually hear the sounds, and that's how this headset works. There are no speakers. Your ears are wide open. These actually sit ahead of your ears and send that through. And if you've ever put one of these on, it is the neatest and strangest thing when you first put it on and actually hear communications. It sounds like you have a speaker in your ear, but then you realize there's nothing in there and it's actually going through your head. It doesn't feel any different, it doesn't feel weird. It just works, which is some of the neatest stuff. The positive of that is the fact that you can actually now hear absolutely everything. All the outside world is totally clear to you. So you have that and it's transmitting through here. Or if you want to run really good ear protection, like inner ear, you're doing some firearm shooting, things like that, it's very loud outside. No matter what the outside noise is, if you block your entire ear off, you can still hear the inbound transmission because it's being transmitted through your bones into your inner ear. So from a technology, safety, and just actual advantage standpoint, this is pretty darn neat. Then we get to the headset build itself. Now, the gotcha on this is these do need to be really close and really tight on your temples for it to effectively transmit that. So it can't just kind of flopping around. You can bend it a little bit. It has metal in the back here so you can actually shape it. It has a rubber headband to move forward. It's not a headband, it's more of a back band to keep that really secure against the back of your head. And then this really soft cloth piece over top, which I like they did this. One, it keeps it in place so it doesn't put all the stress on the top of your ear with these loops. And two, this is soft and Velcro adjustable so you can set it wherever you like it. So it'll go up under your headgear. Let's say you're wearing a hat. It's easy to go, it's low profile. Or a helmet, it's not big like you'd find on high-end like speaker headphones, the normal kind that dig into the top of your skull. This thing will work fine without having to relocate the pads in your helmet. If you guys have ever had to do that before, you know it's kind of a pain to get it just set up just right. So all of that together gives you a comfortable experience and a really high-tech one as well. Then rounding it out is the modularity of this, which if you guys are familiar with Code Red headsets, they do this on pretty much all of their headsets, which I like, is this modular push-to-talk. It's big military style, huge button, easy to get to, it's weather resistant, and you do have different pigtails. So you have a quick disconnect on the front and the back, so top and bottom of this push-to-talk. So if you ever want to replace this push-to-talk, let's say you end up pouring 12 cans of acid on this thing and it melts down, you can get this piece to replace it. Also, if you want to leave this push-to-talk with the pigtail on multiple pieces of gear, you can buy just these components separate, leave them on your chest rig and your plate carrier, and just simply move the headset over. Or if you have a couple different Code Red headsets, you want to use this one and then like a throat mic or then just a standard boom mic, you can just simply change those out without having to make the investment on these two components. And to run all that, it is made with the Kevlar reinforcement inside of these cables, so it is not going to be torn. I mean, if you catch this on something, it's not going to rip. That's not going to be a problem because the way they build this, again, these are built for law enforcement and pretty much military and tactical use. And at the bottom is this plug, and with this removable piece, you can change this out for any radio you're running. So if today you're running a Baofeng, you want this Kenwood plug right here. Tomorrow you're going to run a Motorola 2-pin or even a single-pin one. You can pick the actual pigtail here that works with your radio setup. So no matter what radio you're running, even high-end Motorola's, all the way down to the really inexpensive bubble pack stuff, you can just change the pigtail out simply and not have to worry about making an investment in a whole new headset when you make an investment in a new radio technology. So here's the gotcha though, kind of on the higher end when it comes to it, because this is high-end technology. I mean, bone conduction is still rather on the new end when it comes to actual headsets. This is gonna set you back around $189 for a full setup like this. So it's definitely on that premium end. So pull out the wallet if you want the cool tech. But again, I wanted to show this to you guys to show you what is out there. So if you're really into airsoft, you play a lot, and you want some good equipment to match the time you invest in this hobby and sport of ours, or if you're watching this and you have to be law enforcement and you want to pick up a really good radio to work with your equipment there you use on duty every single day, definitely take a look at the tactical bone conduction headset. It's from Code Red Headsets, and as always, I have a link in the description below so you can check it out. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you're not currently a subscriber, click on the logo on the bottom right or in the description and you'll always be in the know. Plus, if you like what you saw in this video and want to learn more, I've got a link down there as well. And if you haven't had your airsoft fixed just yet, click in the videos on the right or use the info button at the top of the screen for more. And as the saying goes, everyone has an opinion, and I do want to hear yours. So give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on this video, comment, and share.